another song you'll never hear. Chose the chords you used to hum. It starts the way you'd enter rooms. Soft steps, then you'd go numb. The melody falls slowly, like rain behind the glass. I sing it to the silence where your echo used to pass. The first line speaks of morning we never got to see. The second wraps around a laugh you never gave to me. There's no need for a bridge here, no modulation bright, just verses full of wishing and a chorus left in night. Another song you'll never hear, still shaped like your goodbye. Each note bends with the sorrow of a truth we left to die. No stage, no crowd, no ending, just a room without your cheer. I play it in the darkness, another song you'll never hear. I imagine you in motion, far from where we broke, maybe smiling in a new cafe, still wrapped in someone's coat. Would you stop if you heard this? Would you pause if just one phrase sounded like the night you stayed, then vanished in a haze? Another song you'll never hear, not meant for any chart, just a score made out of heartbeats and lyrics torn apart. Some sing for their salvation, some sing to disappear, but I write in resignation, another song you'll never hear. They say the art will outlive us, but I don't care if it survives, if the only ears it needed were yours to bring it alive. Another song you'll never hear, I'll whisper it at dawn, when shadows lose their power, but your absence lingers on. It's not meant for forgiveness, it's not meant to draw you near. It's just one more unfinished love in a song you'll never hear. There's an ashtray full of goodbyes on the edge of my nightstand. Some still burn at the tip like words I couldn't land. They curl into the ceiling, they stain the yellow light. Every puff a memory that couldn't make things right. You left your lighter by the sink, half gold, half scratched with time. I still flip it open sometimes to hear that lonely chime. The smell still haunts my sweater, your smoke lives in the seams. I breathe you in like sorrow and cough out half my dreams. Ashtray full of goodbyes, but none of them were Some were muttered on the doorstep, some were swallowed with a tear. Each ember told a secret, each flicker dimmed our lives. Now I sit here counting ashes in a tray of goodbyes. Your shadow loved the lamplight, you always sat turned left. Even in your leaving, you made the room feel kept. I wonder if you lit one after closing our last door. Did you flick the match with purpose, or just want 1 minute more? Ashtray full of goodbyes, still glowing when I wake. Each one shaped like almost that my heart could barely take. I never asked you clearly, you never told me why. So now I gather questions in a pile that won't die. Some people keep old letters, some cling to worn out rings, but I collect the smoke trails from all our broken things. Ashtray full of goodbyes, still warm with yesterdays. They don't scream, they don't explain, just burn their quiet ways. I light one for the silence, I light one for the tries, then crush them with my fingers in this ashtray full of goodbyes. You stood with both hands on the door, like truth was in the frame. I knew what you were thinking, even without my name. The suitcase by your ankle, your silence loud and dry, but something in your eyes still begged, don't finish the goodbye. You said it's soft like autumn, like leaves that knew their fall. I think we've run our course now, maybe we had it all. But I heard the hesitation, the tremble in your sigh, like even you were hoping we'd not finish the goodbye. Don't finish the goodbye, just leave it half undone. Let the door stay slightly open, let the night forget the sun. Some stories end in silence, some fade without a try. So if you ever loved me, don't finish the goodbye. I lit the lamp beside you, its glow a final plea. The light caught all the memories you were too scared to see. We didn't have to fix it, we didn't have to lie. Just sit a little longer, finish the goodbye. Don't finish the goodbye. Let it linger in the hall, where echoes still remember how we danced before the fall. It's not about forever, it's just one more try, one breath between the leaving. Don't finish the goodbye. Let the silence say what we want, let the shadows hold our place. If you leave now without the ending, I can still remember your face. Don't finish the goodbye. Let it hang like winter air, something half forgotten, still tender, still there. If love must lose its meaning, let it drift, not die. So please, if you ever loved me, don't finish the goodbye. I found the room again last Tuesday. The number hadn't changed, same carpet worn with memory, same ceiling water stained. The window still was crooked, the curtain slightly torn, but it held the golden morning of the love we once had worn. I left my suitcase by the doorway, let the silence fill the air. It smelled like dust and lilacs, and you brushing back your hair. The lamp still buzzed at midnight, the mirror cracked but kind, and I swore I saw you lying there, just barely out of mind. This is a postcard from a room we shared, where time forgot to close the door, where kisses lit the window pane and laughter touched the floor. I wrote it in my head that night, with no one else to send it to. A postcard from a room we shared, still waiting here for you. The bed creaked like it used to, a rhythm slow and dear. I laid on top the covers, pretending you were near. I whispered things I never said. I smiled at empty space and held the pillow longer, just to catch your trace. I didn't leave a message, no name upon the desk, just folded up the silence and hid it in my chest. But I left one curtain open, like you would want to do, so maybe light could find the ghost that still belongs to you. This is a postcard from a room we shared, where walls still hold our names, where shadows fall in perfect lines that never learn to change. I didn't write an ending, say we're through, just a postcard from a room we shared, still breathing here for you. No address, no stamp, no promise, just one soft line I drew. Wish you were still with me underneath. Love you. This is a postcard from a room we shared that never got erased. I keep it folded in my thoughts inside that hollow space. So if you ever find it, if memory pulls you to, know that somewhere in this quiet room I still wait and write for you. You took the chords when you left, right out from my hands. Now the keys sit cold and waiting like broken wedding bands. My piano used to shimmer, now it winces when I play, as if the notes remember you're not here to stay. The damper won't forgive me, the pedal starts to cry, the middle C is hollow, and the minor makes me lie. I used to write with fire, but now I write with dust. My melodies all falter where your memory turns to rust. Stolen chords and silent keys, a song that won't begin. You took the harmony with you and left the aching in. I sit and touch the ivory, but nothing sings with ease, just echoes through the empty of stolen chords and silent keys. The jazz we once would dance to now skips like cracked old tape. I tried to write our ending, but my verses lost their shape. Even silence sounds uneven when you know what it replaced, like the whisper of a refrain that time could not erase. Stolen chords and silent keys, no bridge can carry through. The music lost its meaning when it lost the sound of you. I trade this whole piano for the way your hand would tease, that once gave life to rhythm on these silent, dying keys. There's a melody I started the night you first leaned in. It waits inside, the strings still tight, but I can't let it begin. Stolen chords and silent keys, my hands just press the past. I play for ghosts and memories that never seem to last, but still I sit here nightly and pray the pain will cease in stolen chords chords and silent keys, where love forgot its peace. The mirror doesn't lie, but I do. Every morning at 8, I smile at the reflection, pretend I'm doing great. The coffee brews like always, my shirt's pressed neat and fine, but the eyes inside that silver glass aren't nearly close to mine. I tell the world I'm fine now, I laugh the way I should, say love's a faded postcard, and missing you feels good. But the way I touch my collar and double check my hair is just another signal that I wish you still were there. The mirror doesn't lie, but I do. To everyone I meet, I walk like I'm in rhythm, but I'm limping in defeat. You'd see it if you knew me, you'd hear it if you tried. The glass reflects the story, but the voice in me still hides. Songs you hated just to prove I've moved along. I hum the notes defiantly like this was never our song. But even in the chorus, I flinch at every chord, because the lies I tell each morning still bow before the Lord. Doesn't lie, but I do. In silence and in show, I post the brightest pictures, so no one has to know. They like the way I'm healing, they love how I survive, but they don't see the half face that breaks when I'm not living. It's funny how reflections expose what words can't touch. And though I lie in daylight, the mirror knows too much. Fine, I'm here, it doesn't lie, but I do. Each time I pass its frame, I fake another sunrise and answer to your name. Truth comes shining through, that the mirror saw me clearly, but I never told it who.
There's a side of the bed I don't touch, where the pillow stays just right. The blanket folds in silence, still untouched by night. I sleep on the edge like a stranger, like you might still lie down, though the air has lost your breathing and the room has lost your sound. Your glass on the dresser gathers dust, but I don't wipe it away. It's a witness to the waiting that I carry every day. The lamp still flickers softly, your book stays on page 9, and I don't cross the center like that boundary still defined.
ends. The side of the bed I don't touch is the side where loved ones stayed. It still holds your shape in moonlight, though the morning takes it away. Some ghosts don't slam the door, they don't scream or rush. They linger in the quiet on the side of the bed I don't touch. Turn off the light from my corner, leave yours glowing just in case. Sometimes I think I see you when I glance across the space. Your scent has nearly vanished, but I chase the trace each night, hoping if I stay still enough, you'll come back with the light. Side of the bed I don't touch feels warmer than my own, like the memory of your body never really moved on. The sheets still hold your rhythm, the quiet holds your hush, and I still dream in distance from the side I never touched. People say I should let go, change the room, repaint the blue, but love is not forgetting, and forgetting's not what you do. So I'll leave that space unbroken, a shrine to sleep and trust. I won't pretend you're coming home, but I won't sweep up the dust, because some hearts ache in motion and some ache without a crutch, like mine on the side of the bed that I still never touch. There's a list inside my pocket of things I almost said, words I shaped in silence and whispered in my head. Some were small as teardrops, some too loud to name, but all of them stayed buried when my pride forgot its shame. I miss you never made it past the curve of my tongue. I'm scared you might forget me was a song I left unsung. I practiced in the mirror, I rehearsed the pause, the tone, but somehow in the moment I just smiled and walked alone. Things I almost said still echo in the night, and they rise between the coffee cups and vanish with the light. They were soft as please forgive me, sharp as don't let go instead, but you only heard the silence of the things I almost said. told you you looked lovely, but not what that had meant. That you lit up every shadow in the corners where I went. I laughed at all your stories, but never told you mine. Too afraid to pull the curtain on a love I hope to find. Things I almost said still haunt the quiet air, like notes left off a melody that never felt quite fair. I never found the courage or thought you'd turn your head before I learned regret speaks loud in things we leave unsaid. You asked me once, are you okay? I nodded like the moon, but I meant to say, just hold me close, I might be leaving soon. Things I almost said now bloom where words once died. They whisper in the corners where my memories try to hide. So if you ever wonder what the silence really meant, it was full of things I almost said, and all the love I never sent.
I made coffee for two this morning, just like I used to do. I placed 2 cups, 2 spoons, one for me, one for you. Habit has a heartbeat that memory won't erase. So I left yours on the table, still shining in its place. Your chair still posed slightly left, the way you always sat. And I still pour the creamer, though you never asked for that. The toast burned just a little, you'd laugh and take a bite. Now silence takes your laughter and hides it out of sight. 2 spoons, one still clean, like half of love untouched. One held in trembling fingers, one never lifted much. I eat with eyes half closed now, like dreaming back the scene of morning light and coffee steam. And 2 spoons, one still clean. I tried to wash it yesterday, but it didn't feel quite right. That silver held your fingerprints like shadows in light. So I placed it by the sugar, facing how you'd hold, and hope the warmth of memory would stir what once was cold. 2 spoons, one still clean, a symbol soft and slight, a quiet kind of grieving that lingers out of sight. No tears across the dishes, no sobbing in between, just quiet meals in empty space. And 2 spoons, one still clean. They say love leaves behind more than rings and photographs.
It lingers in the daily things, in coffee cups and half two spoons, one still clean, like vows that won't let go, one used for tasting sorrow, one saved for long ago. So every morning I remember what together used to mean, in quiet rituals for two, and one spoon left, still clean. Velvet Street at 3 a.m. No footsteps but my own. The city hums a lullaby to hearts that walk alone. Lampposts spill their honey light like jazz notes in the rain, and every sigh this silence breeze still whispers out your name. Cafe chairs stacked and sleeping, neon signs half lit. A bus drives by with no one in, just ghosts who used to sit. I trace our laughter in the fog, still hanging in the air, as if this velvet street recalls the night you said you'd care. Velvet Street at 3 a.m., wrapped in smoke and gold, where lovers leave their fingerprints, but stories don't get told. I walk the line we never drew, where midnight turns to flame, down velvet streets where nothing ends, but nothing stays the same. The bakery's asleep inside, your windows glowing blue. I stop and glance for just a breath, pretend I'm passing through. But every time I'm near this block, my hands recall your skin, and every street lamp blinks like eyes that saw the might have been. Velvet Street at 3 a.m., still warm with old goodbyes. I hum the tune we never danced beneath these velvet skies. Some roads lead to nowhere, but I return each time to velvet streets and sleepless dreams, still echoing your rhyme. The world forgets its moments, but this street plays them slow. Each crack and glow remembers the love we couldn't show. Velvet Street at 3 a.m., where all the still leads me back to